RITC Cybersecurity, empowering businesses with robust cybersecurity protection.
Welcome to Ciphered Reality, cybersecurity tips and tricks for everyone, where we unravel the mysteries of cybersecurity one bite at a time. From digital heists to hacker exploits, we uncover online threats and the strategies to stay ahead. Whether you're an IT pro, business owner, or just safeguarding your personal data, this is your guide to the cyber world. First up, we're going to discuss some news, and then we'll move on to a topic for this week, for this segment. Social media. So, Nikki, why don't you go ahead and start us with the news?
Sure. Our first one is entitled Massive Data Leak, 48 million Gmail and 6.5 million Instagram entries found in open database. And this one was found at the website gbhackers.com. This one goes hand in hand with our topic of kids and social media this week. Yeah. As a major breach has occurred, and now it's affecting Instagram and Gmail users. This one starts off by saying a massive data breach containing 149 million stolen login credentials left exposed online without password protection or encryption. The database contained 96 gigabytes of credential data harvested through InfoStealer malware, affecting users of Gmail, Instagram, Facebook, Netflix, and thousands of other online services. The unprotected database contained usernames, passwords, email addresses, and specific login URLs for accounts across social media platforms, streaming services, financial institutions, and government domains. This is huge.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to bring it back up, even though it's been a little bit. Because I think a lot of people maybe weren't aware of what was going on. But I mean, these are all things that all of us use.
Oh, for sure. It gave a breakdown too later in the article. There was 48 million Gmail, 4 million from Yahoo, 1.5 Outlook, 900,000 from iCloud, and 1.4 from .edu.
Yep.
It notes other like social accounts: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Netflix, OnlyFans, Binance. And same, the highest of socials was Facebook at 17 million.
Yeah. And then followed by Instagram at 6.5.
Yeah, oh my word. That's a lot of information from a lot of different places. I can't even imagine.
This is huge. Huge. I mean, even the fact that it affected the .edu addresses, and then it says government account credentials from .gov domains across multiple countries.
Oh my God.
Like multiple countries.
Yeah, that's really great.
But it's crazy because I feel like you don't see this on mainstream media news, and this is stuff people need to know.
Right? I agree. And that's something that has really surprised me too, doing this, is like, I have to go searching for this stuff, and I read it and I'm like, this is blowing my mind. Why don't more people know about this? Because it's not talked about mainstream, and I don't understand why.
This isn't just for people in cyber world like us working in cybersecurity. This is the everyday person. Everybody uses these platforms. Every single person on the planet at some point in time is going to use one of these platforms for the most part. So
yeah, I mean, it covered a wide range of places. There's someone. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, this it says further down, distributing the number of records continued to grow between the initial discovery and the nearly 1 month later restriction of access.
Oh my gosh, 1 month later.
Yeah.
Let's
for
see
a while.
in there now. Is that how long? I was looking in here now to see.
I believe that's how long, it was going for. And then it says criminals can use the stolen information to access email accounts, bank accounts, social media profiles, and entertainment services. Government credentials pose national security risks through potential phishing attacks or authorized network access. This is insane.
Yeah, this is a lot. This is huge.
And then it says security experts recommend installing antivirus software immediately, as only 66% of U.S. adults are protected.
Wow, that's bad. Okay.
I mean, I believe that.
I do too, actually. It's sad when you actually see the numbers. They referenced enabling two-factor authentication as well on all accounts.
Yeah.
I wish they would have given a statistic for that as well. I'm curious, but 60%, 66% using some kind of like antivirus software is not great.
Well, we've talked about before, like using antivirus software, a VPN, two-factor authentication. Those are just simple safeguards that make a huge difference.
Yeah, it seems super simple to us after we've been, we talk about it, deal with it every day.
Right.
But a lot of people just don't. They're just kind of like, whatever, it's fine. Like, it'll be fine.
Yep.
It'll be fine. But I think it was the last episode we did together. You were talking about like, watch your kids, watch your parents, your grandparents, everybody.
Yeah. It's all the vulnerable that don't know any better on the internet. And people think only kids, but also elderly, especially, are huge targets in these type of things. For sure. Because they're not tech savvy at all. Right. So they'll click, whatever. They're misled in similar but different ways than children are.
Yeah. Yeah. That's unfortunate. It kind of leads into the next story, though. If you're done with this one, if you want to.
Yeah. So this next one, to stay on the topic of social media, this one affects us working professionals. We use LinkedIn. LinkedIn messages have been hacked to spread malware. Great. Yeah,
I feel like I've been getting a lot of these lately.
I've been getting them too, but again, we recognize it right away. So this story is hackers use LinkedIn messages to spread rat malware through DLL sideloading. And this is from the hackernews.com. This is from a few weeks back, but this is a great story. This one starts by saying cybersecurity researchers have uncovered a new phishing campaign that exploits social media private messages to propagate malicious payloads, likely with the internet intent, rather, to deploy a remote access Trojan or RAT. The activity delivers weaponized files via dynamic link library, DLL, sideloading, combined with a legitimate open source Python pen testing script. ReliaQuest said in a report shared with the Hacker News, the attack involves approaching high-value individuals through messages sent on LinkedIn, establishing trust and deceiving them into downloading a malicious WinRare. Once launched, the archive extracts 4 different components: a legitimate open source PDF reader, this is crazy, a malicious DLL that's sideloaded by the PDF reader, a portable executable or PE of Python interpreter. So I think this more affects people that are probably like CEOs and people that maybe are higher up more so than not so much me. Like my title is
they're going for executives, people who
they're going for the
have
people
a lot of
like probably CFOs and people that have the access to the monetary stuff is my guess.
Yeah. And it did say a little later on that I thought was interesting. The abuse of legitimate open source tools coupled with the use of phishing messages sent on social media platforms shows that phishing attacks are not confined to emails alone, and that alternative delivery methods can exploit security gaps to increase the odds of success and break into corporate environments.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So great.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, not surprised. I mean, LinkedIn is just as vulnerable as any other platform. Right. I did see, it didn't really say who was, I was trying to see if it said who the actors were that were doing this, but it says further down, this is not the first time LinkedIn has been misused for targeted attacks. In recent years, multiple North Korean threat actors.
Oh, okay. In recent years, or that was... Who's doing this one?
In recent years, it says further down in the article. Yeah, I was trying to see who they're blaming as the actors on this one, but I couldn't really
track as Lotus Light and PDF Cider, along with other commodity Trojans and information stealers. So whoever those other commodity Trojans and information stealers are, I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't name the exact threat actors on this one. Maybe they don't know yet. They're still trying to figure it out. But
I think that's who is that. Let's see. Oh, these are the malware families.
Yeah.
Tracked as Lotus Light and PDF Cider. PDF Cider. That sounds like a drink.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
That's all. I don't have any more for the news. So we're just going to be talking about social media, and I actually found this social media cheat sheet. I'm going to send it, and we're going to link it below. I think some of the information might be slightly outdated, but it gives like the top social media platforms right now that a lot of people are using, a lot of kids are using, which is particularly scary to me. So it lists, like, we'll go with like the top 5. It has Be Real, Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. It also lists Reddit. I don't know if a whole lot of kids on Reddit. I'm not
I don't
sure.
know about kids. Like, I'll sometimes read stuff on Reddit.
Yeah.
But I think it's maybe an older age group for Reddit. I would say it's probably like the 30 plus crowd. That's
Yeah.
Or the late 20 plus crowd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Anyway, it just gives like an overview of what the site is, and then like it'll list the demographic, if it's mostly male or female, or it'll give the percentage of what they have found is on there. It'll list like privacy and safety features, different things you can turn on or do for each app. And then it'll give you things to consider section. So like, yeah, I thought this was really cool actually. So it's like a beginner guide for parents who don't know where to start, or anyone really, not just parents, even if you have your own social accounts that you were wanting to lock up a little bit. But like Be Real, it says, by providing daily snapshots into their actual lives, young people can make it easier for others to figure out their routines and behaviors. There's another one it listed on here I had actually never heard of before. It's called Gas, I think.
Okay.
Let me find that one. And this is another one. It's a parental guide from 2023. And so this one might be, again, a little outdated. This one has the Gas app on it. So let me pull this one over real quick. And it's like for schools. So you can, like, kids will put in their geolocation, right? So it shows them where they're at, and then like schools in the surrounding area. So I'm like, anyone could just get on here, create an account as like a kid, and it'll just show all the schools in the surrounding area.
Well, that's safe.
I know. I never even heard of this before. So we're also going to link this one below too, because it gives kind of the same thing. It gives a lot more information for each app, and then it gives like tips on how to better secure each of them.
Yeah. I found one that's a really good one, actually missingkids.org, and it has even cartoons. So these are educational cartoons for parents and kids, and they have like actual episodes and seasons, and then it's education for both kids and parents, and it's missingkids.org. It's actually a great website. I was looking at it. They have it in Spanish and English.
I love that. Okay, we should link that below too. That'd be great.
They get into social media and online stuff with kids. So it's teaching kids how to not get exploited online and trust in what's not right. And this one's up to date.
Awesome.
Yeah, like this one, it says at the top of it, start 2026 by making a powerful impact.
Yes.
Actually donate to them and stuff. So this is the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So this is an actual national charity that I've heard of before, and it's huge. And I did not realize that they had all this education for parents and kids on here. And it's cool. I kind of like looked at some of the cartoons, and it's set up to literally teach kids. So kids want to watch it. It's educational.
They make it fun.
They have, like, when you scroll down a little bit, it has a link that you click on that says make a cyber tip line report. So you can report specifically cyber crimes. It has Amber Alerts, cybercrime, missing posters. Yeah, that's how big the cyber stuff is getting now. So they actually have a quick link to click on it.
This is great. And what was the website again?
This is missingkids.org.
Cool. All right. Awesome.
Great website. I found it right away. I was like, this is fantastic.
Like, goldmine.
Goldmine. And then honestly, there's tons of government websites. There's tons from our government. All of our government websites have something on this to educate parents and kids as well.
Yeah, that's a hard thing though. It's like people don't know where to go or where to look. So anytime
go in Google, I put it too. I put the dangers of kids in social media and all the government sites, and this website popped up.
Perfect.
And I was like, dang, there's a lot on here right now. This is huge.
That's huge.
Huge. And then I saw that, Australia banned kids, I think under 15, and France is trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's becoming huge as well because of stuff like this, and also mental health for kids and what it's doing. So
yeah, that's this other one. It's prtoolkit.org, and it's through Legacy Health Endowment.
Okay.
And they gave, let me see if I can find it. They gave some statistics too about like when phones first came out, and like how mental health has like dropped drastically.
I read, yes, I was
phones
finding
and social media, and
yes, I was finding a lot of reports on that of what it's done and what it's doing to kids mentally and how it's rewired their brains.
Yeah. So like, here it is. 2007. Phones were more widely introduced. 2017, the number of teenagers who experienced depression increased by 59%. 2019, high school students attempted suicide at a rate 41% higher than in 2009. And then 2023, 96% of teens and young adults owned a smartphone, which is just going to make all of this worse.
Way worse. I mean, there's safeguards though.
Yes.
That you can set. I was finding a lot of websites where parents can pay for paid safeguards that they can set on the devices. Obviously there's security stuff they can set with like, codes and stuff so the kids can't get into it and have it set on the device and can't change it. So there's things that parents can do. I did find, this is crazy, because we talk about using VPNs to protect yourself, but that's how kids in Australia, they're using VPNs to get around it so that they can
wondered about that.
And it's hiding where they're at.
Yeah.
The kids are outsmarting things.
They are.
Watch your kids.
They are.
They're smarter than us.
They are. So this has parental control apps, a list of things you can, and I know that doesn't work for everyone. One of the top listed is the Bark app, and I feel like it's the most thorough. There are a few other free versions though that could help. There's one called Family Time. They do have a free version. I haven't looked into the specifics of what you get for free versus the paid version, but there are options if you can't afford the, $15 a month or $100 a year to put these things on your kids' phones or devices. There are free versions of things out there.
Yes, I did see some of those. There's some paid ones too that I saw. Yeah. I don't know what the monthly maintenance fees are on those, but I mean, it's your kid's safety. I would be willing to pay that. That's my kid's safety. Like, I'm sorry, $20 a month is not going to kill me for my kids not to, get exploited or whatever, or 100%. Even to protect us and our personal information, because that's what they're not predatory on kids. Obviously, it's really big right now, predatory on kids to try to get them like child exploitation to take kids, but it's also they're using kids because kids aren't as smart and they're breaching data more easily through children. So,
yeah. We're actually looking into the Bark app for my oldest, and it will monitor like
everything.
Social media, text messages, emails, anything from like it'll alert you if there are signs of cyberbullying, self-harm, violence, sexual predators, and so it'll send an alert to your phone, and that one's $100 a year. So if you break it down,
that's not bad at all.
No, like the daily cost of that is nothing.
That's less than Starbucks in a year, friends.
Right. And I've
give up several lattes for your children.
I think we could do that. I think we can.
Yeah,
I think we can handle this.
Yeah. And then so a big one too that I found was public school, because kids are using computers at school. And I guess they're getting hacked.
At school?
At schools. Yeah, they're being school databases as well. And they're getting kids' information from public schools and stuff, and then kids using the public computers and stuff. So that's something that, schools need to step up as well. Yeah. In their protections as well, because kids are vulnerable. Like everything about them, their social security numbers, it's not, again, just exploiting them, taking them. It's, a kid's social security number that has nothing on it yet, no credit, no nothing, that's really easy to exploit and just run with, So I think that's stuff we also don't really take into consideration as well, and why it's so important to protect it. And then, just at home with your kids, like you can do the multi-factor authentication for everything is a big one. Like we always talk about, malware stuff, the apps that you're talking about. So it's just doing a little research and finding what works best for you.
Right.
And
hey, Mike.
Hey, guys.
we're going over social media and different apps and parental control apps that you can install on your phone.
Oh, cool.
Nikki found a really awesome website. Remember, what was it?
It is, so it's the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which is huge. And I've heard of it before. They do a lot of work. It's missingkids.org. And they have, I was telling Mari, they have an entire educational program for kids and parents on there. And they actually do episodes with cartoons that they've created to teach kids and parents how to protect themselves in the cyber world. And they even have a quick link when you scroll down slightly that they've got a link for search missing posters and then one for make cyber tip line report. When I told Mari, I just Googled dangers of kids in social media. And I'm not kidding you. There were so many different websites and news stories that popped up on beware of AI, because now the deep fakes are what they're using to get these kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's huge. So they're starting to try to educate about deep fakes and AI and how it's affecting children, because, kids are way more, like we were saying, we were talking about, Mike, the elderly and kids are super susceptible to that type of stuff because they don't know any better.
Do you remember we did a story a while back about that breach at the school, and the school was like, "Oh, we'll give them credit monitoring for a year," it was for kindergartners. And
Yes.
Yeah.
We were just
credit monitoring for kindergartners. Yeah, for a year. Great.
Well, that's what we were just talking about, is they're not just trying to exploit kids as far as taking them, but they're also exploiting because their social security numbers are clean.
Right, 100%. Well, and I've told this story before, but it's worth reading. I was working for a large department of education doing some consulting work, and they literally gave the entire database of every kid in the state under the age of 17 to a foreign contractor and had him put it on his computer, and the guy literally disappeared the next day.
I'm sure.
I believe that.
So now,
my gosh,
that was before your kids were born. So don't
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they do that. I mean, and government doesn't take cybersecurity all that much more seriously than most people, at least in certain organizations. And
right.
That's the concern, is because they all run as a little fiefdom, and they run on one-year budgets.
Right.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, that's why we were saying schools need to start really stepping it up with their cybersecurity. I think that, the worry has always been like someone physically taking a kid off campus, you know what I mean? And now not realizing that they're being attacked in other ways.
Yeah. It sounds like some good stuff that you guys were covering. Don't let me steal your thunder. I don't want to kill the conversation. I just thought I'd jump in and see if you had any questions or anything.
Welcome.
Yeah.
No, we kind of just went over how kids too, we were talking about how they banned it in Australia, but these kids are so smart. They're using VPNs to hide their locations and still get on social media.
Yeah.
That's
even
like them. It's like they're banning porn for kids under 18 in the U.S. and all you need is a VPN to say I'm not from Alabama, I'm from California.
Right. Yep.
Right. So.
Yep. That's why I told Mari, gotta watch your kids. Can't trust them.
No, you can't trust them.
Even with the safeguards in place.
Well, and it's not necessarily your kids that you have to worry about it. It's your friends, your kids' friends. Because, if you're a good parent, they're not going to do that kind of stuff. But if the,
another
people,
it is unmonitored. Yeah.
As they used to call us back in the 80s and 90s, latchkey kids.
Latchkey kids. Yep. Yeah. I had friends in elementary school in the 90s that were latchkey kids. Yeah. I remember those.
That scares me.
Yeah. My mom was not that. We had helicopter mom. So
Yeah.
we were only allowed to watch TV 1 hour a day. We can only play video games 1 hour a day. And that's if your homework and everything was done. So we were very limited for a long time on technology, thankfully.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good. My kids watch too much, that's for sure.
I think it's everybody.
We were limited on technology because we didn't have any.
Right.
We had 3 TV
That's fair.
stations.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, even I did not have a cell phone until I think cell phones came out. They were out, but I didn't have one in my possession until like my junior year of high school. I was like 16 or 17 already when I finally got my first Nokia phone. When those, and that wasn't a smartphone.
Nope. Little flip phone.
That was the flip phones, or those were the little tiny ones that you could change to different color cases, and you had to press a button.
Oh yeah.
One letter, just the text, or 5 minutes to send a three sentence text.
Yeah. We used to have those big 2H pagers and thought we were all badass.
Yeah, we had those in junior high. Pagers were cool.
Oh,
I was
so funny.
one.
No.
My mom was not about technology, which is really funny. Thankfully, you know what I mean? So now in retrospect, it was protecting us, but at the time I was mad.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny how you wind up in that field too. Like, I have a degree in history.
Yeah.
You know, you had a mom that was anti-technology, Mario. I'm assuming that, you know, computer skills were not encouraged in your house.
No, we didn't. That was not something we did.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
So, no.
We did play video games, but like old school video games.
Yeah.
And we watched a lot of movies. But it was like VHS. We didn't have TV. So it was, you know, specific things we were allowed to watch.
We had an entire, like, above in our living room, shelves and shelves and shelves of VHS. We had every single Disney movie on VHS. It was obscene.
It was obscene.
Yeah.
Do you remember that though? Like going to your neighbors' houses and borrowing movies? You guys would like swap instead of going to Blockbuster or something?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that was back when you didn't have your Netflix hacked.
Anything to stream just right in your living room.
We just did a news story, and Netflix and Instagram, and a bunch of them got hacked.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary. By the way, change your passwords. Yeah, I read that's news stories, and then the LinkedIn hack too. I mean, that's just like, wow. Okay.
But we like the LinkedIn hack. The way it reads is they're going to target people like you, like CEOs. They're going for higher ups.
Mm-hmm. I get it all the time. I get all the you know, honeypotting and all the you know. I'm sorry. I know I'm a beautiful, beautiful man. That's absolutely wonderful. But there's no reason 22-year-old Russian woman that's a drop dead model is really interested in knowing all about me, other than she wants to. So I mean, I've
it's probably just an AI photo.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. There's some random uncopyrighted photo somewhere, and it's, you know, they're either Asian or Russian or Ukrainian or, you know, won't you share your tech secrets to help us out in the war against the Russians? It's like, no.
Come on.
Sorry.
Which there's a great, actually, on our topic, I just watched the other night, and parents should actually watch it. It's kind of like, it's a thriller, and it's a movie called Searching.
Oh.
And it's from years ago, but basically it's a high school age daughter who gets on like all these different social media things, and she goes missing. And so her dad and the investigators start backtracking through all her social media, and he starts looking through her friends and like gets into her social media, starts looking at like previously posted videos, who she's been interacting with, and is able to break it down and figure out. And she basically got honeypotted in a weird roundabout way by a kid. And I won't give away like the whole story, but that's what happened. Is it was a picture of another girl from another website that they had taken, made this, you know, fake profile, and that's who was talking to her was a kid and a guy instead, and lured her. And so it's actually a great movie. It's called Searching. And I forget what platform it was on. I literally just watched it the other night. I was like, this is great. And I was thinking, God, I was going to bring it up. This is great for this podcast. I recommend. the movie Harold and Kumar, the Asian actor he's the dad.
Oh, okay.
He's phenomenal in it.
What's his name? Edward Cho?
Something like that. But he's the main character. He's the dad in it. And he's the one searching for his 15 or 16, I think his daughter's 16-year-old daughter. And it's really, really good. So it has to do with social media. And it's a little dated as far as like the social media stuff. It's like a little more probably from like 2015 time, but it's a great example of why you need to watch what your kids are doing online.
Yeah.
How she got.
Yeah. Do you guys remember? It's been a few years back. It was a mom, actually. There's a documentary. I think it's on Netflix. And there was a mom who was like cyberbullying her daughter.
Yes.
Really?
That one was.
Yes.
Wow.
Like
full-blown cyberbullying her daughter, like horribly. And then the daughter still has maintained a relationship with her.
Yeah, I watched that.
I say horrible things. I mean, said things that. I mean, we're so foul, I would disown and change my last name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awful. And then she would turn around and be like, try to comfort her at home and like be there for her when she's the one who was freaking doing it to her in the first place.
It's like Munchausen syndrome on steroids.
It was awful.
It would, and it's a true story. That one, I knew exactly when you started talking about it. I was like, I watched that one and I was horrified.
Yeah. The dad, though, he was like, this is not, like, as soon as he found out, he called the police. He was like, I'm not doing this. And then
he was done.
Yeah. The daughter, though, she's
psychologically like jacked up that daughter. Bad.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, it was awful. So
yeah, cyberbullied her and her boyfriend, caused them to break up. Like, I think she even
a bunch of other kids into it.
Inappropriate pictures and stuff of her, like all sorts of stuff. Like, I mean, she did time for it. And the daughter even continued to have a relationship with her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like, talk about abuse.
We talked about this as a real life thing too. That actually happened to a friend of mine's kid, where they were proposing, or they were pretending to be older females or older males, and they were engaging people, I think it was on Instagram, and then enticing them to send pictures of themselves nude, and then blackmailing them. It resulted in multiple suicides in Phoenix. And,
I believe it.
And so, I mean, because these kids would just get milked for every dollar, because it's like, I'm going to expose you to your family, your kids, blah, 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 blah. And,
That's
awful. They went in. That lasted, I mean, I think the FBI finally shut it all down, but that happened for a while, and it was really all about these kids just bullying them. It's like, well, if you don't want, your junk exposed all over the world and all your friends, because I have all your friends because I'm on your Instagram, then, you start paying me. And there were kids that would actually, spent their college funds and all that kind of stuff and were borrowing money to do it, and it's like...
That's awful.
And the other thing is that, once you pay, you always pay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that even happened here, but it was kids that were like, well, you don't even have to send me the picture. I have your face, so I can just create an image.
Wow.
With AI, they can just create the image.
Hardcore.
In the junior high.
What the heck?
So I met with someone last night, and he was telling me that Grok's solution for this. Because Elon couldn't figure out how to stop it, he put it behind a paywall.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow. So you can't even stop it, and Elon can't stop it.
But he's making money on it.
Right, because he doesn't really have a choice. Right, because, there's no way you could take that ability out of... So, and his argument was, well, I've got their name, their credit card, their birth date, and all that kind of stuff. Well, all that stuff can be faked, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how you would turn that functionality off in AI if he couldn't figure out how to do it. It's either that or kill your AI.
Yeah.
What's the right thing to do?
Well,
yeah, I think ethics goes out the window.
The ethics of AI is questionable to begin with. Considering it steals all the data that's on the internet. As an author, a published author, I know my book is out there. Right, and I never gave permission to ChatGPT or any of those people to have access to my book.
Yep.
Sure. It is a little different, though, if they can take a child's face and create something obscene and he's making money on it.
100% agree with you.
This is not new.
It's reprehensible.
They're
actually doing that, but
Yeah, a paywall is not the answer.
No, but I mean,
He's
it's the only
just
solution you
profiting
had.
off of abuse.
So
I mean,
I had to take a class on, unfortunately, like because I have a degree in criminal justice, and one of my classes, it wasn't even a cyber class. It was actually on individuals that are pedophiles. It was in this class. It's for like basically women, children, and like other susceptible groups in criminal justice. And we went pretty deep into this type of stuff. And what a lot of people don't realize is actually statistically with child predators, the majority of them actually never come into contact with a child. That's a misconception. It's actually online activity is what it is. Yeah, that's a common misconception. And I remember that because we had to learn about that. Statistically, they're never actually touching a child. It's mostly done through child pornography and online. This is the place. And most of them are just searching on dark web and other websites to get that stuff. But they're never actually coming into contact. But the kids are being exploited like through someone else, whoever actually is coming into contact and doing the exploiting, but the majority of them are just looking at content.
It's still just as bad.
Yeah, it's still a crime.
What they would
obviously, it's a crime to have that in your possession or be looking at that stuff, but that's how they're committing most of the crimes. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of them out there.
A dark turn.
Yeah,
it did. Woo.
Don't listen to this in the morning.
Yeah, seriously.
No.
Keep kids off the internet.
Yeah, keep kids off the internet.
Don't post pictures of your kids. I know I have friends that they literally will black out their kids' faces and stuff in photos or put like emojis over them for that exact reason, because they don't want their children exploited.
Yeah. We don't do that. But anyway, so we're gonna link below some helpful websites with resources for people who need help getting started on these kinds of things, keeping family and kids safe. So it's real, it's rough, but if you guys need help, we'll have some resources. Use them.
RITCsecurity.com/contact.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Reach out to us. We will help as best we can.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Don't miss next week's episode of Ciphered Reality, where we discuss news you need to know and how cybersecurity impacts your whole business. Be sure to look for our videos on X, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks for listening to the Ciphered Reality podcast. Say goodbye to the people, everybody.
Bye.